rise for the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You got a haircut, Ricky?
Nope.
Okay, if we can get a roll call, members, please.
Jake Wepling.
Here.
Doug Dykstra.
Yes.
Scott Butcher.
Here.
Pat Coker.
Here.
Mark Ruffey.
Here.
Lorraine King. Here.
Okay, got a quorum. Need a motion to approve the agenda as presented, please.
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second.
All right, got a motion, got a second. Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor, say aye. Oh,
Aye.
hold on before we, it does say public hearing on new business. It's not a public hearing.
It is.
It's not a public hearing.
I thought we had to have a public hearing to add the 2 parcels for the historical society to their site plan.
What did you think, Jake? You said
Well,
no?
it's an amendment to the existing site plan,
Okay.
so.
So I'll, need a motion to, approve the agenda as amended with that not being a public hearing.
We'll make a motion to approve with removing the public hearing.
Yep, need support?
Sorry.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries.
No, I have a question on it first. I mean, it's carried,
Yeah.
but why couldn't we bring this up before today that it doesn't need to be a public hearing?
I think they had to get something, didn't they have to add something to that, Jake? A number. Why did we table that last meeting? It was missing something.
I mean, we tabled it, but
Because that Reds property wasn't in the historical society, so to add those 2 sites. to Their existing
We
special
had to
use.
put those onto the site plan to make them part of the special use.
yeah, but I
Site plan.
want to understand why doesn't it need to be a public hearing?
It's an amendment to a
It's
site
just
plan.
because it's an amendment?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
the site plan's already been approved for the park. They want to add this piece of property to that.
So I guess what I'm asking is when Shelley sent this out last week, why didn't we bring it up to her last week? So we didn't have to have this argument during the meeting.
I don't know, I honestly, I didn't see my packet till like a day ago.
No,
Kelly, when did you send out? packet?
I got,
Friday.
yeah,
But I had it out last week, but Mr. Erickson, or last month, Mr. Erickson didn't attend. And then I was told that we had to have a public hearing to add the 2 parcels to the site plan.
that was from the last meeting.
That was from the last meeting, so I put it in the paper, sent out my letters, the 300, the.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm asking that our procedural
Yeah.
issues
Yeah, yeah,
get resolved before we keep bringing it before the meeting.
I'm defaulting to Jake on that. He thinks that we don't need a public hearing.
well, we can have a public hearing, that's not a big deal. She advertised it. So we can go ahead and have it.
Okay,
Run through it.
all right, then we will,
Okay, want me to make a motion to Approve it
approve the
as
agenda as
presented.
presented.
Yeah.
Okay.
second?
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. All right, you got that approval standards? Maybe Lana wants to read through them all.
No, I don't.
No?
No, I have them.
All right, need a motion to approve the minutes of
I would
December
have stopped
30th,
Shelley last
2025.
week and said no.
I will, make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, need support?
Sorry.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. All right, moving on to public comment. Public comment is just that, a comment made by the public. Public comment portion of the agenda is not a question and answer period or debate. Questions should be addressed to applicable township staff or official during township hours. We ask to be respectful during our meeting. Anybody like to speak?
Yeah, we need an enforcement officer.
Okay. Anybody else want to speak? It reminded me of the Muppet Show right there. Don.
Well, we got the money.
All right, correspondence, anything?
Okay.
All right, zoning admin report.
We have two, zoning permits for 2026. We have 22 short-term rental permits, that we've actually issued the permits. We have about 10 that we're waiting for, invoices to be paid. I should say additional 10 that invoices to be paid. They're coming in slowly. A lot of comment on the increase.
How many permits do you say you've got so far?
I have 22 that I've actually issued permits
Okay.
to.
Applications, oh,
Mhm.
and that's at the new rate,
Yeah.
and we didn't have any prior to that, right, for the year? Okay. All right, moving on to new business then, we've got our public hearing, so I'll take a motion to open a public hearing.
Hey, I'll make the motion that open the public hearing.
Thank you, need support? Okay, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed, we're in public hearing. Okay, zoning admin presentation, you got anything? Nothing,
No.
okay,
just that.
petitioner, you got anything like to say?
I'd like to introduce Jeff Lathers.
Yep.
And Jeff has been, busy with Brett's House thus far and has a vision and, what we do need is to have this included in our special use permit, so we get a building permit so we can go on with our plumbing and electric.
Good. All right.
And it's gonna be a great addition to Fox Road and, once we get the lot lines defined and some fencing and new signage. I think it'll be very appealing. We won't be looking at, vacant lots anymore that might need to be mowed or might not need to be mowed. There'll be public parking for visitors to the museum. And then the welcome center, we'll have a deck on it, Judge planned a deck. And handicap bathrooms, and we'll be able to receptions for weddings in the Swedish church or lawn parties or things of that nature through that building.
Okay. All right, do we have any correspondence, bro? Con?
No.
All right, public pro? Public con? Yeah. So assuming there won't be no rebuttal for that, the petitioner, so I will take a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close.
I will second it.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, deliberation, anything anybody wants to say, talk about? Jake, can you explain that a little bit in detail, just so we got it? So they have a site that they wanted to bring, they had to bring into the existing site map.
There's been a special use permit issued for the historical park. This parcel was not part of that original plan. And they purchased it afterwards, so they had to, include it in the park. They had to come to us for permission to add that parcel to the site plan and to the special use permit.
Okay.
It's just technical stuff, but it's stuff that has to be done.
So if we, regardless, if we had the public hearing part of it, we still had to go through the special use and the site plan? Like what could we have cut out of that?
Well, my original thought was it's an amendment to an existing site plan for a special use permit. So we just amend the site plan with the new parcel and add it on, but they hadn't asked for that to be put into the park before. They were just asking for remodel and stuff,
Okay,
so that the special use permit has to have that parcel attached to it, so the description for the whole park is including that property.
okay.
So do we have to run through the site plan approval standards,
Yeah, we can real quick,
or just the special use one? It seemed like the special.
just a special use,
Just a special use one?
right?
Good.
Okay. Special use permit approval standard, number one, the property is subject to the application is located in a zoning district in which the proposed special use is allowed by district regulations. I move that that's been met.
I'll support. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, Motion carries.
The two special use will comply with any specific standards applicable to it as listed in appropriate zoning district regulations. I'll move that was approved.
Okay, support.
Matt,
Got motion, got support. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
and three special use will be constructed, operated, and maintained so as to be harmonious with the character of the general vicinity and will not change the essential character of the area in which it is located.
Other than that, we'll approve it. Oh. Say yes to Alan.
Okay, got a motion and support?
Who?
I'll support.
Seven.
Doug,
Scott.
Doug and Scott.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Proposed special use consistent with intent and purposes of the township master plan, as well as intent and purposes of the zoning district in which it's located.
Any motion?
Supported.
Do we have
I'll support.
Okay, we have motion by Lorena and support by Doug. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Special use permit will not result in material burden of police, fire services, nor other public services, facilities, and will be adequately served by public services and facilities, or the applicant will adequately provide such services and facilities.
I'll make the motion that's met.
I support.
Okay, motion by Lorena, support by Doug. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Special use will not create excessive additional public costs nor be detrimental to the economic welfare of the township.
Motion.
I'll put that forward.
I'll support.
Matt.
Motion by Lorena, support by Scott. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Special use will not diminish the opportunity for surrounding property owners to use or develop their property.
I'll put it forward as met.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Number 8, special use will be designed, constructed, and operated and maintained so as to not negatively impact the character of the land uses in the surrounding area.
I'll put that one forward as met.
And I'll support.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
The special use will not involve activities, processes, materials, or equipment that will create nuisance or other properties in the vicinity by reason of traffic, noise, smoke, fumes, glare, odors, or accumulation of scrap materials. This use will not be hazardous or disturbing to existing nearby uses.
I'll put the motion forward that is met.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Special use will be harmonious and in accordance with the goals and objectives of the Golden Township Master Plan.
I'll put that forward as met.
And I'll support.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the special use will be consistent with the intent and purposes of this ordinance and the standards for the site plan approval outlined in chapter 13.
I'll make the motion that is met.
I'll support.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right.
We need a motion to approve adding this to the special.
I will make the motion to prove that as conditions are met.
And I'll support.
Support by Doug. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right. Old business, now we need to approve the site plan. Do we have any discussion on the site plan? Except for motion at any time. Anybody want-
I'll make the motion to approve.
Got motion in support? Support by Scott. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right. Now, we got the AP Icon Tower is looking for an extension. That's with the 6-month increase in the time frame. They're about to expire. Let me take a motion.
I will recuse myself from this one.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to make the 6-month extension.
Any support?
I'll support.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
What's the delay? What's the delay there?
They had to redo where their drive was because of the soil. They didn't realize how wet the soil was here. So the drive-in, they amended where they were gonna drive in, so I had to go all the way back through the approval process.
That's it.
Yeah, moving on to 10, short-term rental report. You got anything, anybody got anything on that?
Nothing new.
Yeah, are we leaving that on there as a line item spacer from now on, or is that just something?
Well,
No, I added it to my, unless you wanted it on there.
Yeah, we really need a new ordinance,
For short-term rental?
yes.
Okay.
So how, where are you guys at on getting that together?
I would say 0.
Oh, 0, okay.
Yeah, we can get together and do it, though. No,
I'm not on that committee.
I don't believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay with that, Jason?
what's that?
Getting together for an ordinance.
Whenever you got time with
Right,
hours,
so-
whatever. You and me and Scott,
I
right?
guess.
Yeah.
Fill me in, because I listened to the last, township meeting, when there was a lot of complaints about it.
Complaints about the fee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it going back to the committee, or was that the
No, that was
committee's?
already approved.
It was approved in November.
That was a surprise change.
So what the committee put forward. So what are we going back on now?
The ordinance itself.
And the wording of it?
the ordinance needs to be rewritten.
Okay,
The ordinance itself, so. Do you think maybe next meeting would be adequate, give a month to come back with something?
I don't see a problem with that.
Doug, do they have any, like timeline on hiring somebody?
No, there is a presentation put together from the sheriff, and that's, I think it's in May, that they're looking for moving forward with that.
But they are committed to hiring somebody?
Yes, the board approved moving forward with that, but we still have to finalize the framework for that. But there is still the need for a new short-term rental,
For sure.
to support, the online documentation, the police power, so on. It's going to be added.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, because I mean, when we're drafting the ordinance, it'd be nice to know that this is a committed thing and what's the timeline.
We have not signed a agreement yet,
Sure.
but they, yeah. They put forward, the sheriff department has put forward a agreement. And that's being reviewed.
They're expecting for the summer yet for an enforcement?
That's the hope.
Let's hope.
I mean, hiring somebody is gonna be a challenge.
I was just questioning, and maybe a good question for Ed too, if they stall on that and we're collecting these fees that we've put through,
I can't answer that.
yeah, I don't know, Ed, are we able to do that, collect fees and not put the enforcement in place that we collect the fees for?
The fees are to pay for the underlying expenses of the program.
Of the program, but the
And
program's
so
gotta be,
you're able to do that, yes.
the program's gotta be started and working.
I wouldn't outline right now what's gotta happen and what's not gotta happen, but the fees are to pay for the expenses of the program. And right now, there's a lot of moving parts with respect to what you're talking about, the enforcement officer, including other jurisdictions having a part of that officer or not, what the duties of that officer are, and those are between the board's subcommittee and the sheriff's office. Right now, they're eyeballing May 1st. But that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be so, there's moving parts.
Okay. Okay, so we think next month we'll be able to talk on that. And then PC bylaws,
Okay. I sent you all a copy of the bylaws that were passed in 2010 for the planning commission. Most of you were not around then, so I thought it would be good if you got a copy of these to read over and see. This is primarily the language out of the Planning Enabling Act of how a planning commission is supposed to operate. And there's some things in here that we haven't been doing, and there's some things in here that we should do. But I wanted you guys to get kind of familiar with it, and as Shelley gets a little bit more learned in the zoning business. Some of this stuff we need to make sure, I just want to make sure that we're following all the proper procedures. If we get challenged in court and they find something that we could have done that we didn't do, we're in hot water, so. Just want you to be kind of familiar with it. You don't have to learn it, memorize it or whatever, but. It gives you a good overview of how the planning commission is supposed to operate. If anybody has any, if they wanna talk about it sometime or give me a call, we can talk about it.
Is it something we have to approve every so often, or is it
No,
something we make any
It's-
kind of adjustments to?
we can adjust it if we want to, yeah, but. This is kind of a. Cut and drag thing that. Was recommend, every time I went to a training session, they recommended that planning commissions have a set of bylaws to operate on it, so. We got it done in 2010, so.
Well, this should be an organizational meeting. Just saying. Yeah, we can do that next meeting. Yeah. Anybody got any questions, comments?
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.